Hello, thank you for joining us once again in this training series. In this, we are going to be creating a subdomain name for our website to have a new installation on it for it to be well accessible and to avoid conflicts or to avoid confusions of other plugins or themes on our new installation. So I'll be showing you how to create a subdomain on Bluehost. Now, in case you are having challenges in creating of hosting accounts using Bluehost, try to watch the video that we did earlier in our creating and hosting account. And if you have any question, ask in the discussion section, and we are going to reply you and assist in any area where you are having challenges. So let's move on. To create a subdomain, click on this box, click on this icon. Once you click on that icon, you can see a panel slides out. Now in that panel, scroll down to where you see the word login. So once you click on login, Bluehost is going to show you where you can input your username and your password. Email or domain name and password for you to be able to log in. So if you provide the correct information, then you should be logged in. Bluehost should redirect you to your administrative panel. So input the details. The panel is now opened. You can see it's a primary domain name for the website presently. So because what you want to do exactly is to create a subdomain name. So what you need to do is just click on this icon. This icon is going to expand some other menus that you need to work with. So click on it, you can see it slides out. So click on this section that says domains. Can you see this? Domains. So once you click on it, as you can see, there is an icon that shows that there are still some other submenu in that domains. So click on it, you can see it expanded out. So where you are going to exactly is subdomains. This. So click on subdomains. Once you click on subdomains, you can see you are told to add a subdomain, or you want to see all the subdomain you have. So what we want to do exactly is to add a new subdomain. So click on add subdomain. Click on add subdomain. Once you click on add subdomain, you can see a box gets open up. Now what is the subdomain you want to add? What's the name? Let's call this new installation. New installations. Now once you choose new, we type the name. This is the name for the subdomain. Subdomain is going to subdomain always belongs to a parent domain name. For example, sub new installation dot something dot com, or your name dot your surname dot com. So that means that means we have to choose a parent domain name. Can you see this? So now if I click on this, you can see we can now choose a parent domain name. The parent domain name can either be dominionway.com or learning.dominionway.com. that will, because subdomain is always a child to a parent domain name. Now in this situation, dominionway.com is the parent domain name. Now learning.dominionway.com, learning is a subdomain, and the parent to learning is dominionway.com. Now the new subdomain name we are creating, which is new installations, if I should choose learning.dominionway.com as the parent subdomain name, that means the domain name, it will now be new installations dot learning dot dominionway.com. So that is going to give an hierarchy, because the dot is going to be the destination, that what differentiates, that tells you that before you can get to the parent, you have to follow the chain. So that is how it works. So click on the parent domain name you want to use for the subdomain name. So I'm going to choose Dominionway as the parent. So click on it. You can see once I click on it, making Dominionway as the parent, you are also asked to provide the home folder for the new subdomain name you just created. So it's advisable to make the folder name to be the same name you used for that subdomain. Now the subdomain, the name is new installation, so it's advisable to make the folder name new installation. So I'm going to copy this and just paste it here to make it the folder name. Can you see? Once I do that, I can now go ahead and click on add subdomain. Once I click on add subdomain, this setup will begin. You can see it's now loading. Now it's done. You can see subdomain has now been created. You can see this new installations dot dominionway. After creating a subdomain name, we have to install the WordPress that we are going to be using for this account. So for that, click on this icon. Once you click on that icon, you can see this. So all you need to do is just go to my site. Once you click on my site, you can see, just click on curate site. Once you click on curate site, you see you are asked, how would you like to build your WordPress site? Says limitless customization, WordPress theme based site building, customize code. Now you are fast, easy site building using the Bluehost functions, the drag and drop methodology, that method available. But let us go with this get started, the first one, the limitless customization, because I believe by the end of this course you should be able to be well equipped on how to handle WordPress and how to do so many things on WordPress. So click on get started. Once you click on get started, you can see you're asked to provide your site name. Let's call this new installation. Tagline: installing fresh what info. Installing fresh WordPress website. So once you've added the site name and the tagline, now you can also click on this advanced. What you will do in that advanced is you provide the email you want to use, the WordPress admin username, and the WordPress admin dashboard. Now, if you are setting this here, you need to remember what you used, because the username and the password is what you will be using to log in into your WordPress WP admin. Is what you'll be using to log in into your WP admin. All through this training series, we are going to work a lot in the WP admin section of your website, because that's where the theme will be installed, that's where the plugin will be installed. Through that is where the customization, almost everything we are going to be doing on our website will be done through the WP admin. So you have to remember the password you used for your website. So you can provide the email, provide the admin username, provide the admin password. But if you did not provide anything here, Bluehost is going to generate a random password for you, and also generate a username for you using your email. So if I click on next, well, I will advise you to provide your password and username so that it will be what you can remember yourself. Now after that, you are asked to choose the domain name you want to use. Remember, we created a subdomain name earlier, so click on this field to choose your subdomain. Now you can see these are the available domain we can use, but where is newinstallation.dominiaway.com? What you need to do is just to scroll down. It's hidden, so just scroll up. Can you see? Just scroll up here. Can you see? This is newinstallations.dominiaway.com. So click on it. Now once you click on it, you can see it's now chosen as a domain name. Also, you are asked to provide a directory. Why is this important? Is because you are going to tell Bluehost where the installation to your newly installed or to be installed WordPress should be done. So provide a directory. And remember, when we were creating a subdomain, we also created a directory. So you can use that same directory as the directory you want the WordPress to be installed here. So I'm just going to paste that here. This was the directory that we chose when we were setting up the domain. Now these are free plugins that Bluehost give you access to. Free plugins, you can choose to install them, and if you like, you can just keep them, either of the two. But when they are free, What this plugin does, for example, this Monster Insight helps in your analytics. Helps in analytics. What this opt-in master does is to help you. You can see convert abandoned visitor into subscriber. Look at this also WP form. But for now, you can just uncheck these plugins because you don't know what it does yet. Remember, one of those things that we talked about in this unit series is don't install plugin that is not useful. What you are the plugin you are not using, don't install them. Functionalities that you don't use or that you won't be utilizing, why adding them to your website? So these plugins you can still install them later on once you understand what it does. But for now, let us uncheck the boxes, then click on next. Click on next. And once you click on next, you can see the installation is now going. You can see this may take a few minutes to load. Wow, it's done. So you can say congratulations, WordPress installed successfully. Now our installation is now done, ready to be used. Now this is the our website where you can access it, and this is the admin dashboard for the website itself, the WP admin. Remember, I told you that the password you provided is the password you will use in accessing your dashboard for your website. Now if I click on this, go to site, let's click on it, go to site, you will be able to visit the home page of your website. Can you see? This is the click on. Now a new WordPress site coming soon. Now this coming soon is added by Bluehost automatically because they believe the website is still new and it's still under construction, so they are trying to help you out in not letting your visitors to see those things you are trying to do behind the scene, because once if you take off the coming soon features, if you disable this, your visitor will be seeing whatever you are trying to do. I'm talking about those things you are doing on your dashboard that will be displayed on your web pages for public accessibility. For example, maybe you are trying to customize how your website should look like. Maybe you are changing the color, maybe you are changing the images, maybe you are changing some things. Now those changes you are applying are going to be effective showing on the pages of your website. So maybe if you don't want those things to be seen by your user, you can just activate this coming soon. So by the time you've completed every of those changes, every of those designs, you can now disable the coming soon page that is being displayed like this. So if you want to log in as an admin, what you just need to do is to click on this admin login, because only the admin can see whatever is going on the page. Click on admin login. Now once you click on admin login, remember I told you the email or the username and the password that you created when creating the new installation of WordPress. You have to provide it here because that is what you need to log in. So if you provide the correct login details, you should be able to see the dashboard, your WP admin dashboard. If you provide a correct login details, then you should see this page. Now, and once you are on this page, that means you are now logged in as an admin, so you can start doing every of those things you want to do with your website. Now, if I should view that home page once again as an admin, you will see that I will be able to see how my own page looks like. You can see without seeing the coming soon page, because WordPress now sees me as an admin and not just a random visitor. So, but if you like, I want to take off the coming soon page. I don't want the coming soon page to be displayed on your website. Maybe you don't want the coming soon page to be displayed. All you need to do is just to click on this icon. Once you click on that icon, just scroll down. Click on settings. Once you click on settings, you can see this. So you just disable this section that says coming soon page. Can you see that? Once you click on that, it will automatically disable the coming soon page. So whenever anyone visits your website, they will be able to see whatever you are doing presently. So that is how to create a subdomain and also to set up a fresh installation of WordPress. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your continuity. Now, in case you have any question, ask in our discussion section, ask in the discussion channel for this training series, and like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and see you in our next class. Bye for now. Stay blessed.